guys, another game review. Today we are taking a look at inFAMOUS 1 for the PlayStation 3. I have reviewed the sequel, inFAMOUS 2, but that review is terrible and I will be redoing that in the near future. So with that out of the way, let's just go and look at inFAMOUS 1 for the PS3.
When I heard about inFAMOUS, I thought it was pretty cool. The fact that you could shoot lightning out of your hand and the concept of choosing the good and bad side seemed pretty cool to me. Also, the fact that inFAMOUS was created by Sucker Punch Productions, the people that made the Sly Cooper series, I was pretty excited. I couldn't wait to play the game. The only problem was that I didn't really have a PS3 back then. When I got my PS3 in 2009, one of the first games that I got was inFAMOUS 1 and Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction. I'll look at that game another time, so yeah. I played this game day and night, and I had a lot of fun. I played both as the good and bad side of the story just to go and see on how everything turns out, and I really did enjoy my experience. But when I got inFAMOUS 2, I didn't even touch this game. Last time I played this game before this review was over a year ago in March. The story of inFAMOUS 2 stars Cole McGrath, and he is a bike messenger. He got caught in an explosion from one of his packages that he was delivering. The city was destroyed, killing thousands of civilians and destroying several buildings. At the center of the explosion is Cole, laying there unconscious. As he awakes, he is confused on what has happened. He tries to escape the area and realizes that he could channel electrical powers. As Cole makes his way out of the city, an electrical storm suddenly happens. As Cole is being nursed back to health, the city fell apart. Riots everywhere, people going crazy, and practically everyone partying like it's 1999, but even crazier. There was also a plague going around, and the government tried to keep the plague inside by quarantining the city by trapping everyone inside within the chaos and crime. With the entire city going crazy and nuts, leaving the lawless and miserable, it was really crazy and basically hell in Empire City. When Cole wakes up, he discovers that he has found new powers within him. Cole then practices his new powers with his best friend Zeke, trying to control his powers and maybe use it for good. Later, Cole and Zeke find out that there's a food drop in the city and they decide to go after it. Now here's your first decision within the game, letting the civilians eat the food or kill a couple of them to scare them off and have all the food to yourself. Depending on which decision you choose, Trish, your girlfriend, will walk up to you either thanking you for letting the people take the food or scold you for killing some of them and having all the food to yourself. Well, geez, woman, I was trying to help you survive. After the conversation with you and Trish, a guy on screen calls out Cole, calling him a terrorist. If you killed the people, it would kind of make sense. But if you let the people take the food, why is this guy being such a dick? That scene will trigger whichever decision you chose, either letting the civilians take the food or killing some of them to go and have the food yourself. It doesn't matter, the scene will play. The civilians will then become suspicious of Cole, and Trish will then walk away thinking that Cole killed her sister from the explosion. Cole had no control over that explosion, and he's determined to find out on who gave him the package and why. Zeke and Cole then escape the city before the city becomes even crazier. They almost made it out, but it was blocked by a wall full of turrets and razor wires. Zeke then breaks right through a gate to go and save himself, and Cole was right behind him. Cole is then greeted by an FBI agent named Moya. She saw the powers that Cole possessed at Ground Zero, the area that the blast took place, and she wanted to go and contact him for some help. She wants Cole's help to go and find her husband, John White. She explains that her husband's mission was to go and infiltrate the First Sons to learn more about the race sphere, the object that caused the blast and gave Cole his powers. She offers a deal. Help find John and she'll clear his name and get him out of the quarantine. Cole agrees and goes back to the city to go and find John White. So your mission throughout this game is basically trying to find John, and throughout you will learn more skills, get more powers, and the story, of course, progress. There's a lot of plot twists throughout, and every single one I did not see coming. First time playing this game in 2009, I was pleased with the story. I won't spoil anything for you guys, so don't worry, you guys will enjoy the story to its fullest once you pick it up. If you played through the entire story, you know what I'm talking about with all the plot twists and everything. Overall, inFAMOUS 1's story is just great overall. Infamous 1's gameplay has you control, of course, Cole McGrath. You go through the 3 districts in Empire City: Neon, Warrant, and Historic. Each district has different enemies that you tackle, and they all behave relatively the same, but they all look differently. That's about it. You'll do many different tasks throughout the city. Either go through the story missions, the side missions, collect blast shards, get dead drops, or stunts. The story missions, of course, progress through the story, but sometimes you will need to go and make a decision. Either the good decision or the bad decision. And depending on your actions, it will change the ending overall. The side missions vary throughout. You could either go help someone destroy a certain amount of items, capture a certain amount of enemies, etc. Personally, I don't really go after these because the main reason I play Infamous is the story, really. These side missions personally get in the way for me, but at times I do like to go and do one here and there just to go and, change things up a bit. Collecting blast shards will increase the amount of electricity you could store in your body. The more energy you store, the more powers you could pull off at once. Speaking of powers, you will get more powers as the story moves on, such as hovering for a short period of time, throwing grenades, or even riding on electrical wires. And that is just the start. There's a lot more powers throughout the adventure. Depending on which side you choose, hero or evil, you'll get exclusive powers to that side. Also, you get a different color. That's pretty neat. You can upgrade these powers further by getting XP. You'll get XP by doing missions, collecting blast shards / dead drops, or just doing stunts. These dead drops contain a secret message left by John White. He gives you more of, the backstory, which is pretty neat. I do sometimes go after these, but not all the time. These stunts are action / moves you pull off, and the more awesome looking the move is, the more XP you'll get. You can throw your enemy in the air and shoot them as they fall, shock an enemy as they're in a pool of water, or just do something very simple as, just shooting an enemy in the head, aka a headshot. You'll shoot your enemies with your lightning powers through your hand, of course, and you shoot them in somewhat of a third-person perspective. If you ever run out of energy, just press the R3 button and find an electrical outlet to go and charge yourself right back up. Your electrical powers is also your health. What I mean by that is that when the screen turns gray, you're in danger or low on health. To go and regain that, you need to go and find an electrical outlet to go and recharge yourself back to safety. Basically, your energy you store is also your health meter, if you could say that. Also, if the electrical powers out of your hand do it enough for you, there's also some up-close melee combat, and they suck. Seriously, people, don't use these melee combat features. They are horrible, and they only improved in the sequel, so as of right now, melee combat really sucks. Overall, the gameplay has a lot of variety, excluding the melee combat, but there's a lot to do in this game, including collecting dead drops and blast shards to the side missions. There's just a lot in terms of gameplay in this game. The graphics look okay. And what I mean by that is that I think Uncharted 3 might have spoiled me a bit, but this is the first title Sucker Punch has made on this new system, and they look pretty decent. The game was released 3 years after the PS3's launch, so I can still give it some slack.
So the final question is this game worth your time and money? Now, this game alone goes for around $10 to $20, but when you bundle it with the collection, which comes with Infamous 2 and Festival of Blood, it goes for around $30. And at that price, those games are definitely worth it. I will be redoing my review of Infamous 2 in the near future, and I will be reviewing Festival of Blood in the near future as well. And if you are low on cash, I bet you could go and rent this game on GameFly or borrow it from a friend. And it should take you like a weekend to finish this game. And it's really fun, like I said in the review. And yeah, so I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button and drop a like to go and show your support. Also, if you guys want updates on my future videos, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and those links will be down below in the description. Also, if you guys are interested in Let's Plays, I do have my very own Let's Play channel. I'm currently playing Sly 2 Band of Thieves, and that game is the game where, you jump around as a raccoon, and it was made by the people that made Infamous. So if you guys want, backstory on what Sucker Punch has made before, check out that Let's Play if you want. I think that is about it. Oh, also new videos every Saturday. Every Saturday there will be a new video. Also, if you guys want more game reviews, I will put the annotation to my playlist of game reviews. So I think that is about it. So thank you guys for watching this video again, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.